Tesla's new Cybertruck is complete trash. In fact, it's the only car to give the Pontiac Aztek a run for its money. In terms of ugliness. Haters might say things like, it's like a truck, but without any of the usefulness of a truck, and it looks like a 7-year-old drew the DeLorean from memory. But my god, is this thing a marvel of engineering. Coming from the man none other than Elon Musk himself, who, with challenged with the recent recall of the Cybertruck, halted production for a month or so, until they figured out a new solution, causing sales to plummet. And then fires 10% of Tesla's staff for none other than slow sales? Elon, how does it even... The Tesla Cybertruck is gigantic. You know those needlessly large pickup trucks I ragged on in my last video? Well, the Tesla Cybertruck's even bigger than those. This behemoth on wheels makes other trucks look like they're part of the Hot Wheels collection. For a short comparison, Chevy's new 24 Silverado is 206 centimeters wide. A same-year Honda Civic is 180 centimeters wide. Pretty big difference, right? Well, the Tesla Cybertruck is a whole 13 centimeters wider. For all us Americans, that's 6 inches, which is a lot. Just depends who you ask. Oh, and did I mention this truck's already rusting? But we'll get into that later in the video. The Smoking Tire, a car channel on YouTube, made a review on the Tesla Cybertruck. These are some of the things that he found. The price tag. You would think that as much as Tesla markets the self-driving ability, that their $80,000 Cybertruck would come equipped with it, right? Nope. Okay, well, what about the light bar they had in every advertisement? Nope, that's an extra. Okay. Well, what about standard autopilot? Nope, not that either. I mean, Elon is really pushing the limits of what he can get away with, and for $80,000, this thing better be laser-proof. The build quality is worse in class. If you squint, you might think the gaps between the body parts were designed for extra ventilation. No, they're just that bad. With uneven panel gaps, protruding rubbers, the doors don't line up with the body. But come on, let's be real, the average person won't notice that, right? Every time you check your mirror, you'll get to feast your eyes upon the ugliest car since the PT Cruiser. And if any Europeans are wondering what the PT Cruiser is, just forget it, as the Tesla Cybertruck doesn't meet any of the European safety regulations. But hey, you're in America, we live in a country where this is illegal, but the Cybertruck isn't. Watch out, pedestrians, there's 7,000 pounds flying through the crosswalk. But surely they'll be able to stop, right? Nope, these trucks are all being recalled as there's a chance the accelerator pedal could become stuck. These things are dangerous even when they're not moving. Honestly, y'all, just stay inside. Speaking of the inside, when you put the bed cover up, you lose all rear visibility. The interior visibility is worse than the new Chevy Camaro. For any information on the vehicle while driving, they put a TV in the middle of the truck so you have to look down while you're driving, making this the perfect time for pedestrians to walk across the street. But it's not all bad news, as the interior is actually spacious. With stiff yet comfortable back seats and a screen in the back to get your kids brain rot time even on the road, this thing is just not $80,000. Well, it is, but the interior is just not worth $80,000. With cheap plastics, rubber here and there, low quality leather. Oh, and the freaking dashboard is uneven. You know, the thing you stare at the entire time you're driving? I mean, look how embarrassing this is. That's not even close to straight. Looks like Elon fired 100% of his staff. The range. As a quote-unquote apocalyptic vehicle, anyone who's thought about the apocalypse for more than like 2 seconds knows that high voltage power regeneration is not something that we can expect in an apocalyptic situation. An electric vehicle is not what you want in the apocalypse. A popular YouTuber known as Hoovie's Garage drove home from picking up his new truck, and this is what he had to say.
I drove it 200 miles home, had to stop to charge twice because I went fast.
This post-apocalyptic piece of garbage only gets 200 miles of range. That's 300 less than Elon initially promised. And like we saw in the clip, if you go above the speed limit, you're only going to get about 100 miles of range. Oh, and did I mention that the wheel covers are cutting into its own tires? I mean, how little testing do you really have to do to have the customers find out that the wheel covers are cutting the tires? Like, was there any testing going on? It's like Elon was in his room deciding whether to send a car to the moon or do some quality control for once. I think we know what he went with. Okay, so the Tesla Cybertruck might not be the best vehicle in terms of all its characteristics, but at least it has a cool camping setup, right? The Tesla Cybertruck Base Camp. In your sleek, angular, sci-fi tent, here's what the base camp actually looks like. Congratulations. Your Cybertruck now is a butthole for the low price of $3,000. Rust. No, not the video game. This 2024 brand new truck is already rusting. A California resident parked his car outside for less than 2 weeks in the rain, and corrosion is already forming on the exterior. In fact, just give your $80,000 steel toy a wash, and you'll need to read about 7 or more warning labels to get an understanding. Good job, Elon. Ah, the Tesla Cybertruck. It's a thing no one asked for, and a thing that doesn't solve the problem it claims to solve. But perhaps the most insulting thing about the Cybertruck, other than the name, which the word cyber hasn't been cool since it was followed by sex in the 90s. Overall rating, 3 out of 10. Seriously, let me know what you guys think about this hunk of metal down in the comments below. Peace out.